Hi, friends.
Hello.
Welcome to Barnside Chat. Unfortunately, we're starting the program off with some really sad news. I'm very sorry. That's how we're starting the program off. I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. Tim has passed away as of a few days ago, and we just wanted to let you know here first. It's been a really hard few days here at the sanctuary for everyone. Tim was born here in April of 2015. He had some complications with a surgery he had recently for urinary tract blockage, and unfortunately, he ended up passing away a few days ago. So I just want to show a little video while we collect ourselves, and we're going to come back here and talk to you again in a second. Thank you for your beautiful comments. It was very unexpected, and we're still kind of getting our bearings around here. It's definitely a different place without Tim. So thank you for your love. I don't know if I say anything. It's tough. I started to talk about him, and then
I mean, I'm starting to tear up watching.
Yeah,
he,
I know.
he truly was like a perfect pig. Like, he was such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He was always down for a good cuddle. Like, yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna start.
I know. He had this like energy about him, and he was booting around here when he was healing after his first surgery. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the rest of the program. But we want to let everybody know about Tim, and that unfortunate part of sanctuary life is the loss, and sometimes it's very unexpected, and it's always hard. And we just thank you all for being here with us during these moments and supporting us in all the ways that you do. We're just so grateful for the support. So thank you. We're gonna move on in our program. This is Chris.
Hi.
I'm Andrea. We're here. Let me know if you could hear us. Okay, we don't have our mics on right now, but I can change that if we need to. Raymond. It's here honking behind us. If anything, we'll put a mic on him. We are here live in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. And if you have any questions during the program, let us know in the comments. So we will answer them next week. So we do have the Magic Rainbow Bag today. We have a little spring fever update. We did extend our fundraiser a few days just to try to get to our goal. So I'm going to show you the update of that next. A few resident updates, photos of the week, and of course, the Magic Rainbow Bag. So our spring fever fundraiser went until March 15th, but we decided to extend it a little bit to make sure that we got the funds that we need for the resident medical care. And we did an amazing job. And as of this morning, we're at $33,600. So not too far away. That it just covers, so $1,400 would cover, for example, like Elaine's recent emergency vet visit. We have Denver and Pouty's hooves coming up. One morning of meds, I don't know if you knew this, Chris, was $83.12. That's how much it is to fill our AM med box, not even the whole day. and upcoming implants as well. So that's just an example. So as of this morning, we were just short. I just got the new update. I don't know where my phone is. Drum roll. We have now $647 left to raise. So I don't even have the new thermometer because that happened so quickly. When we sent the newsletter out, we got a ton of support. So we do appreciate that. So close. The deadline for that final amount is the end of the day today. So if you're able to donate a few dollars, all the medical care things that we do around here. Our most recent Bear Care Corner episode was about bear care. Some folks, if you're newer here, you might not know what that means. We did explain it in our most recent Bear Care. I'm going to show you a little clip. If you want to watch the whole thing, just scroll back a few days on our social media. You can watch the whole episode there. We'll be back in a second.
So we are going to be talking about what is bear care, because we don't rescue bears.
Yes.
We rescue farmed animals. So a lot of folks have been hit with us since the beginning, which is incredible. It is our 10-year anniversary. Yeah. So you might know who Bear is, who some of the original rescues are, and that's amazing. And we love you. And if you're new here, welcome as well. We're going to get you caught up.
Yes.
We're hoping to do that kind of all the time. Not assuming people kind of know what all these terms are and who all the residents are. We're just going to keep talking about them all the time. We are in front of Obama's stall. He is on the list for lots of extra bear care. He's looking at us right now, and he doesn't like the tripod, so we're just kind of
quite shy.
staying out here. He's doing great. So we're going to, hi Peg, start with bear. What is bear care? Bear care has been influenced by one of our first pig residents, Mr. Bear. Super handsome. So at the very beginning of time, the very inception of Heaths, the first group of rescues were Bear, Len, Bobby, and Dan. So there's the four.
You can find out more on that episode. It's a long one, so I don't want to play the whole thing here again. But we did talk about what bear care is and how it was inspired by Bear, the pig. As part of our fundraiser too, we saw the limited edition Obama sweatshirt and t-shirts up on the website, so you can head over there, happilyeverester.ca, and that helps support this current fundraiser, and you'll be one of the people who own the magical design of our very interesting and ever-evolving Obama the sheep. Absolutely. We're getting a call, so I don't know if anything happened. Actually, perfect timing, because that was a call from our avian specialist, which I know Nicole just picked up, about Elaine. Did you want to talk a little bit about Elaine? She's up with that today.
Yeah, so obviously spring, ducks start laying eggs again. It was about a week ago, she attempted to lay an egg and had some complications with that. We booked her an appointment. They took some x-rays, as you can see where the egg is, and there was also a couple unknown masses there. So we're still unsure exactly what those are. She is back at the vet today getting another recheck. For now, we're just continuing with meds. We're running some blood work. She seems to be doing good. This past week she went fine. She was kind of back to her normal self. Yeah, so far so good, but still unsure exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, especially with that mass. The most concerning thing was the mass around her cloaca. They had a really good look at it this morning, so I have a few updates from our vet. He didn't really see it again because he redid imaging, which I don't know if you knew yet, or probably you did because you read all Nicole's notes, because she's very thorough with her notes. But she's looking better, but they're going to keep an eye, because this exactly happened last year. It was the first egg she laid of the spring, and it didn't go super well. So that can be an issue. I don't know if it's an ongoing issue for her, but we're keeping a really close eye. And your donations to our Bear Care Medical Fund go toward us being able to do imaging and different things like this, because birds are really complicated. You might not know what's going on in there, or any resident, until you do imaging and do all these scopes and different things. So we do have a list of things that we will be providing her if needed. But blood work today, like Chris mentioned. If you want to stay up to date with everything sanctuary related, we have our newsletter and also all the little live programs we like to offer you, like Bear Care Corner, which I'll talk about all the time. Weather reports, right in the middle. Ooh. Look at this weather.
Wow. Yeah, it's jumping up. It's getting pretty nice, but I think we still have some cold nights. I think it's still getting into the negatives at night.
Yeah, there's like negative. Yeah, below freezing on most nights, but not as like minus 30 like it used to be.
So we're getting there. Spring is here.
Yeah. Slowly.
Which is very
slowly
it's
getting
very
here.
sunny out, which is deceptive.
Yeah.
Because it's still a very cold wind. So
yeah.
But we're getting there.
There's been a few really warm days. Yeah. Yesterday was quite warm, but rainy.
Yeah. Our residents are starting to go outside now with the nicer weather. Except Ray.
He heard us come over here to set up for Barnside, and he was there chatting. But yeah, they were outside sunbathing. It's been a very, very long winter. And middle of March, it's usually a bit warmer than this, but it's fine.
Yeah, they're getting outside, so it's warm enough.
That's been the biggest thing.
As long as our residents start to get outside, it's warm enough.
Hi, Kevin, Deb, Barry, Gail, Sylvia, Libby. Thank you so much, Mary, Brenda. I kind of skipped over this at the beginning because I was going to cry. So thanks for tuning in. If you missed at the beginning, we did lose Tim a few days ago, very unexpectedly, and we're still kind of processing that. It can be very difficult. We're going to do our classic magic rainbow bag. There was 2 questions from last week. Come up here. Enrique just sauntered by. He's about to go in with the pigs, who he's not scared of at all. First question. Ooh, what do you think about this one? Do any animals
get scared of the thunder? They will get scared of loud noises.
Sudden loud noises.
I know, like, especially in the arena, the way it's built, like, everything kind of sounds louder in there.
Yeah, like, rain's really amplified. So I think the piglets hearing that for the first time, they
got really freaked out. I remember when we got the first, like, big rainstorm we had, it just sounded crazy.
And it was coming from all angles. So usually when they hear something loud, they're immediately facing it and trying to figure out what's going on. But they were just kind of like,
so they got really panicked the first time it happened, just because they were unsure what was happening and where it was coming from. Since then, it's not so bad. They've kind of figured out, okay, this isn't something I need to worry about.
They got used to that pretty quickly.
Yes. So yes, they can, but usually once they figure out what it is, it's not so much of an issue.
Yeah, like natural, like nature sounds, I feel like for the most part, like maybe a quick a clap of thunder might be scary for a second. But I think they're used to most of the sounds that happen around here. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brooke. And second question was, this is about Obama.
Oh, I thought they were talking to me.
How are your horns doing, Chris? Give us an update.
They're not bad. They're still intact. That's why I'm wearing the hat. But, yes, Obama is doing good. His horns are healing very nicely. They've been unwrapped since we cut them off.
Yeah, a while back.
So it's been unwrapped.
Weeks ago.
Haven't had issues. He's been wonderful. He's hanging out with Jeannie. We obviously don't have him back full time with his crew yet.
We're coming up with a reintegration plan.
Yes, he wants to be back there so bad.
He watches
but he gets so rowdy. So he's been spending all his time with Jeannie, and he's had some visits with everybody, but he's doing amazing.
Yeah, we're slowly getting him there. It's just tricky because they haven't seen him, or they haven't been around him full time for a little while. So when they do see him, it's just like party time. It's WrestleMania. Everybody's tossing their heads in a really playful way, but then a lot of the folks that are tossing their heads have horns. And he's almost 15. So him, if he needs to get away for a second. This is all supervised, of course, but that's his update. And in his older age, probably the last year and a half, it's hard to pinpoint exactly when, his keratin production just, I don't want to say stopped. I'm not a scientist, but it just kind of just is, it's not really there. Like, keratin is what makes your nails and your hard and healthy and your hair and all that stuff. And he doesn't really have that going on for him. So that's why his horns have been so brittle and flaky.
And it's hard because he's an instigator. He wants to play, and he wants. Yes, he is. He is 100% an instigator. So it's not like we can stop everyone else from coming to play with him. It's like he immediately tries to play with
That's the thing. Yeah, you're like, okay, Hazel's being too ready. Put her aside. And you look over and Obama's just going.
Yeah, he's going to headbutt Abe. He's going to headbutt Elmer or Gilbert. Whoever's around. He just wants to play. Yeah. Which, is wonderful to see. I love it.
Lovely to see.
But it's like, okay, can we ease into this
he does
just a little bit?
When we put him in there, he's running 100 miles an hour, just beelining for the first person he wants to wrestle with.
Yeah. So. Usually Abe. He usually goes for Abe and Elmer.
And Abe doesn't really wrestle back with him. He just kind of standing there eating.
Yeah. I'm not sure Abe notices when he gets headbutt by Obama.
No. Abraham's probably at least 3 times the size of Obama. Those are the 2 sheep that live here currently. Like, biggest and smallest sheep I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, yeah, that's Obama's update. Thank you for asking. And he's been through a lot with his horns. If you have any questions for the Magic Rainbow Bag, put them in the comments. We will answer them next week. We're going to move on to our You Said It segment. Of course, we have Obama. My sweet old guy, I didn't realize he was 15. Yeah, just about 15. I think in June. I'm actually waiting my Obama sweatshirt, and I will wear it with pride. My Lucy, who had a mad crush on him, is about 11. Is she a sheep or a goat? What? How does that work? That's amazing. I didn't know there were like Obama fans out there that were sheep or goats.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone has a little bit of a crush on Obama.
He's magical.
Yeah, he just has an aura about him that just draws people.
He can be doing nothing. We'll walk by and be like, "Hey, Chris," on the radio.
Yeah.
Like Obama's like laying down, and we all just run over.
Yeah. And anytime I check on him, I'm like, amazing. And he's standing, he's sleeping.
You can hear it.
Doesn't matter what he's doing. Like, he is perfect.
Yeah, it's just incredible. We'll talk about it as much as possible. I have a photo of him coming up for photos of the week because he could be doing anything, and it'll be the photo of the week. BJ. What a great story, and interesting to know your real name and life story. Big Juan, you and your friend are in a great place. I hope you enjoy your lives for many more years to come. Yes, you're quite handsome, and I love your braid, although it does sound like you're in distress. But I know it's just donkey talk. Love you. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. That's true. It's a bit dramatic.
He is very loud.
I think he feels like he's in distress, though, because he's always yelling for food.
Yeah, it's just food.
It's like emergency food. That's what he's saying when he breaks.
Yeah, it's 100% of the time it's just food. But it is very loud and it sounds very dramatic. Yeah. But he's just a big personality like that. And very demanding of food.
Sometimes you'll just be 2 feet from him and he'll just start winding up and you're like, oh, BJ.
Yeah. You can hear him doing it. He like works himself into it to really get it out. Yeah. It's a bit much.
He doesn't do, he just does it full blast. Oh, I'm as a kid in an old man's body. That's so true. He is. Yeah. He's, he's not arthritis and he doesn't really let much slow him down. Like everything, all the obstacles he's faced over the last 2 years, I feel like he doesn't let that slow him down. He just...
Yeah, not at all. You can see it in his back legs that, he's getting a little ataxic, but he's still like, I'm running.
I feel like the pain meds are doing a great job in terms of he probably doesn't feel pain, but like they are getting a bit of ataxic like you do see in like elderly goats and sheep. But it doesn't bother him. He just goes.
Yeah, he loves to play, which I love to see.
Best beard.
Oh,
it's a good one. I think it's braiding length now. We might have to do a poll of who has beards. Gilbert, Diablo, Jeannie.
I mean, Elmer had. It's so small. It's a very
Not
tiny.
Quite,
I don't think you could braid it.
You could, we could probably fluff it up a bit.
I think those 3
really fantastic beards. We'll have to do a poll on our Instagram stories. Sammy. Budding Dan, he's probably looking beaming with pride, although I can't see Sammy doing the dishes. He does not. Well, actually, no. What does he do with the dishes?
He licks them clean.
For like 45 minutes. Like Dan would collect his bowls, but Sammy, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, all the piglets will be done eating. They'll all be off doing something else, and Sammy will be there like licking the bowls, like making sure he gets it completely spotless. There's no crumb left.
He does do the dishes.
Yeah, he does do the dishes in his own amazing way.
Amazing how Sadie knew where she belonged forever. I think about that every single day of my life. I think about her on my day off. I come here to see her on my day off. I'm obsessed, and I think it's her and Ricky are 2 cats that have shown up on both properties and just decided this was their home. And she fit in right away. Like, she's just like, she came up to us and she's like, I live here now, wouldn't mind getting fed. And that was the end of her story.
Yeah, it was very simple. And now every time she sees you sitting down, if you have a free lap, she's jumping on it. She's demanding of attention.
If you have bread for lunch, hide it. Yeah. She tries to steal our sandwiches. Who do we have here? Jolene. He really needs to get a cabana boy on staff for proper piggy pampering. Well, we'll look into that, Amanda. Sometimes I feel like that. You're just out there, like, fanning the pigs, giving them shade.
I mean, we could. I mean, we go out there, we give them belly rubs.
That's
and,
true.
We give them treats as much as possible. Yeah. So we're slightly cabana boys.
Like part of our job description.
Yeah, well, I'll have to add that.
Our resumes. Few photos of the week. Obviously Obama. Just being there.
Perfect.
Just looking
I love it.
amazing. Yeah. He kind of blends in with the grass right now because it's dead from the winter. He blends it out there, excuse me, and it also blends in like with the shavings. So he's kind of like a little
It's perfect
mystery
camouflage.
man. Yeah. A little tumbleweed. Ricky doing his usual sleeping.
Perfect.
He's found some really interesting spots recently.
He's a great nap. Did you see yesterday he was lying on top of one of the Amazon boxes and then he
I
fell
heard
through
it.
it?
I didn't see it happen. I
Oh,
heard it, and
yeah.
when I heard the sound of it, I was like, he went through the box finally.
Yeah, he
He's been
fell
sitting-
through the box and then he just stayed in the box. He's like, oh, this is fine,
He
I
poked
guess.
his head out, looked around, and went back to sleep. Yeah, we had this box. We flipped upside down, put a little hole in so Sadie can go in and out, but he's been sleeping on it. And every time he sleeps on it, it just gets a little bit saggier. And yesterday he finally went. Didn't phase him at all.
No.
That's how deep of a sleeper is, if you can't tell from the photo. I guess this one's the same one we posted.
Oh.
Super cute.
Perfect
Outside.
scene.
It's just like exciting to see the residents outside again.
Yeah, they're attempting to make their own little bogs there in all the mud.
Yeah,
They're
it's
working
very
at
muddy.
it. Yeah.
It's nice not to see snow on the ground anymore, but we're seeing a ton of mud, so we have some pasture rotation ideas coming up. Might need to close some pastures.
Oh, it's just
Which one? This one?
yeah,
Oh my gosh,
That's
friendship beads! I didn't see that.
yeah.
That's amazing. I like beads.
I think we could probably. I don't know if we could do it because the goats would probably nibble on them.
I think you could do it if the goat is solo and then take a quick picture and then take them out immediately.
Yeah.
Because the goats will absolutely eat them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know if Jeannie would like us doing that. Gilbert would love it.
Jeannie would hate it.
Jeannie
Gilbert
would hate it.
love it.
Diablo, depending on his mood, you might be able to do it. Gilbert would be 100% for
Yeah,
it.
I don't know, maybe you have some like little crystal bedazzled ones. And I think for Gilbert, like wood ones, like wood
Yeah,
beads in there.
He's got a very woodsy with his shaggy hair.
Woodsy. So thank you everyone for tuning in and your support, and this community means the world to us. You're all amazing. This was a tough way to start our episode today, but we saw your comments and it's just beautiful to read all the support for Tim and his family. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again.